Greetings, peoples of the universe. My name is John Vakmos, and today I want to show off a little modification I made to Sethbling and Grum's Redstone Regression suite. The original map pretty much went through all of the basic redstone mechanics and circuitry. I would recommend go watching Sethbling's video. I'm sounding so boring right now. I recommend you go and watch Sethbling's video if you want to learn more about this redstone stuff. There was one thing he hadn't quite touched on, which I felt like needed to be addressed, because they've become such a part of redstone now. I think that what we need, in addition to the redstone portion of this map, are command blocks. What I did here was I first off kind of tried to explain the basic idea of how you activate these. Activating them is simple. You power any of these blocks and this thing will run. Press a button. Not what I meant to do. Let's see. Press a button. /tab. Yeah, so this won't have anything in it when you get it, but this will pretty much show it. All of these have working commands in them, except for this one. This target thing doesn't really work in single player, but pretty much it goes through all of the basic command block functions. I pulled this stuff straight from the wiki and I put it here mostly as a reference. This kind of map is ideal for redstone stuff, and having this large redstone and large command block kind of reference here in case you need to look up something real quick. That way you don't have to go pull up the wiki or something like that. So I'm going to go kind of explain each of the individual parts. First of all, I explained exactly how they work. The next part I talked about player arguments, as they're kind of important, I guess. Most commonly, first of all, command blocks will run any of the server commands, or the cheats, as they're called in single player. So if I put in /game mode johnvac010, that's a server command. These do is they execute the server commands inside. This little section explains all the different ways that the command blocks target players. There's a much more extensive piece on that here. I'm talking about the specific parameters you can pass these, but for the most part, you'll be using mostly this stuff. Targeting the nearest player, targeting a random player, targeting all players, targeting a specific player, stuff like that. Parameters over here allow you to specify, well, this just discusses the semantics of how it's done, how wide of a search radius it needs to look, how many people to pick, stuff like that. This next section over here covers all of the game rules. You know how in some servers they'll turn off fire or turn off TNT, or different stuff to try and make the server unique or better in some way. That's what these do. Command block output. Oopsies. So this just toggles the visibility of it. So let's try. You can't really see any of these game rule commands, but you just have to know that they work. Because what you're literally doing is you're running a server in the background. So those will affect the rules of the world. Which is why the only way you can get them is /give137 and your player name. So slash give John Vac 01 137. There, gave me a command block. That's the only way to get it in single player or in multiplayer. It's not in the creative menu. You have to specifically go and look up the block ID. This last little section are player commands, and these are this very general stuff like this is a suicide. These are talking to different people. This one just displays the seed. You know, very simple, basic commands. And then the biggest section, in between these two red lines are all of the major server commands. You have to be an op in order to use any of these, but for the most part, if you're on single player, it'll allow you to do them all. Slash default game mode 3. It covers all of them essentially. Takes away items, starts debug sessions, game mode, difficulty, more kind of game, sets a specified game mode, you know, general stuff. Even the give command is on here. This was used very heavily in Sethbling's new map, and I'm seeing it being used a lot more. This is fantastic for map makers, along with all the new spawner stuff they gave out. And so many people are doing so many different videos on the spawners and on the custom items and stuff like that. I just think that for Redstone, this stuff is kind of important. What was this one? Chooses what game mode of the player it affects. Okay, so this one would affect me. This one would affect me. This one would not, because this one affects people in single player, not single player. Player. It would affect people on survival mode. Excuse me. Alrighty then, so I think that just about covers it. I'm going to put the download link in the description. I have to give credit to Sethbling and Grum. I never would have had this idea, and I am sure all of us are extremely thankful for this wonderful explanation of all the Redstone mechanics. This combined with the command blocks, I think will allow you to do most of the cool stuff you're seeing nowadays in Redstone map making and Redstone, just playing around with Redstone. What else? Oh, and then this I built just for kicks. It's a little kind of a central portion. If you wanna, you can use this as kind of like the center of your map. It has portals to different dimensions, and you can do what I did there and branch off different colored wool to go off into different locations and directions, and so you have quick and easy access to all of the different locations. Like this, the white to the red will take you to all of the redstone stuff. That's just a neat little thing I put there to try and make it easier. If you're just watching this, I will be starting I have started a new CTM map series. Not me making maps, but playing someone else's maps who I feel has received pretty much no attention. So check out some more of my videos, comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you later.